Good evening, YouTube. This is Franklin West, and as promised in the last video, I'm going to do a series of videos based on covering a multitude of topics, and I've chosen to focus on repair, reviews, modification, audio, video games, and retro video games, and all sorts of other stuff. So, recently I went out thrifting and gathering things to make content on, and I decided that I wanted to do repair on small handhelds and other devices. So I went thrifting, I went to pawn shops, I dug around in junk drawers, I asked friends and family for things that I could either buy or um, cop off them for free, which actually worked pretty well. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start on what's on the chopping block or what's on my surgical table up next. I'll go to the big stuff later on in the video. So the first thing I wanted to go over was this little iPod Shuffle, I believe, that I got in kindergarten or first grade. This was my first device ever, and my uncle sent it to me filled with all sorts of music. So this thing screams early 2000s and childhoods. So it's actually corrupted. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to fix that and restore the iPod. I've already written down all the songs that were on it at one time and in what order. So when I restore it, I can put those songs back on there. The next is this iPod Nano that has the dreaded black spot of death. That's really bad. And this thing has a bad screen and its battery is bulging. So it's actually a fire hazard. So when I take this thing apart to put a new screen in it and put a new battery in it, if I make a wrong move or tear that battery, it's quite literally going to burst into flames or explode on me. So I have to be really careful. This was given to me senior year by my, actually might have been end of junior year by one of my teachers, and I listened to it for a really long time. I can't wait for this thing to work again because I'll probably actually carry this with me as a daily driver. So it's an 8 GB, and I'm really excited about that. I tried to get it out of its case, I mean out of its aluminum frame already, but that didn't work out so well. So I'm really excited about that. Here's a pair of Galaxy Buds that I actually found in a puddle. Um, this one was run over by a car probably and doesn't work at all. This sort of plays music, but not really. And it does not hold a charge at all. This is the first device that I bought on my own in 5th or 6th grade. Actually, it might have been 4th grade. I bought it at a Walmart. It's an iPod Touch 4th Gen, and it's seen better days. It does work, but it needs a new screen and a new battery. This iPhone 4S was my first cell phone, and it was given to me as a hand-me-down by my uncle in 8th grade, and I believe it just needs a new battery. Actually, might not even need that. This is my previous phone, an an iPhone 7, and I took this with me to Philmont for Boy Scouts. This thing has seen better days. I even took it to Jamboree. It's been everywhere with me, and it needs a new battery and a new charge port and a new screen. So that's that. Here's a really cool pocket calculator because I collect those, and this one's LEDs are all messed up, so I'm just going to have to hit it with a heat gun or a heat station and get those pins nice and connected back to the PCB. This is a Game Boy Color that I picked up at a pawn shop for 20 bucks. These things are getting harder and harder and harder to find out in the wild. So the fact that I picked it up for 20 bucks and it does work, which is great. So I'm really happy about that. The only problem with it is it needs a new speaker, so I just gotta solder that a new one in, and that's not going to be hard at all. So, on to the bigger stuff. I have a Nintendo Virtual Boy, and I can't remember where I got this. Uh, might have been eBay back when they were cheap. Well, not cheap, they've never been cheap, but I got a good deal with it, and it worked perfectly fine, and I fixed the controller. I think that's why I got it cheap, is it was a broken controller, and it does have the vertical lines in the lenses, so I'm gonna have to fix that. And then I have this MacBook Air, 2014 MacBook Air that my boss gave to me because it has a dead logic board and it's iCloud locked. So not only does it not power up or get power at all, but it has somebody else's iCloud locked on it. So I'm gonna have to send it off to one of those sketchy dudes to have that chip soldered, desoldered, and replaced with a new flashed one on. So I'm gonna have to do that and then repair the logic board or have somebody repair it for me because I don't have the tools currently. My old hot air station kicked the dust, it bit the dust, and I do not have an oscilloscope, so that's a problem. But I'm hoping that I can get all this stuff working, and this will be a gold mine of content. I did, like I said in the beginning of the video, I promised that I would start doing content on different things, and I really have no idea where I want to take this channel. I hope to grow it, considering that I have 0 subscribers at the time of this video. So it would really help me out if you could like and subscribe and share this video with as many people as you can, so I can get some notoriety and really kick this off. So look out for more, and I'm not sure what I'll make a video on next. So please stay tuned. Franklin West signing out.